For all of you talking smack about the floods here in Texas, let me educate you really fucking quickly. Children didn't perish because of who their parents voted for. Donald Trump cut 600 people from the NOAA, the National Weather System. Therefore, they didn't have anybody that could read the computer model to let them know that they were going to be hit by 3 trillion tons of water from a tropical storm. Nothing more. That's it. That's what happened. We are talking about innocent lives, regardless of who they voted for. I don't care if you're left. I don't care if you're right. But what makes me very angry is that people are saying the ones that didn't survive the flood deserved it because their parents voted for such and such or they voted. It doesn't matter who you voted for. God didn't smite them because of who they voted for. They lost their lives because Donald Trump decided to give tax cuts to the very rich and take away programs that humans need to survive. If we had people here to read those models, to say, hey, this is what's coming, this is what we need to do, let's get the word out, we wouldn't have lost as many people. Now, it's expected for a loss of life in these types of situations. But it's never expected that innocent little girls, and quit bringing race into it. It was a Christian camp. Christians don't care your skin color. They don't care your walk of life. Christians, a true Christian, welcomes anybody in to Christianity. I'm a true Christian. I don't segregate. I don't follow order. That's a true Christian. I love my fellow neighbor. And I'm so tired of seeing it all over social media. People saying that these children deserved it because no, they didn't. They're babies. So please, for the love of God, stop. Stop. Just stop. This is because one man who wants to run the country did it wrong. He decided to take away programs and outfits and organizations that were put in place for our protection. He has made the biggest mistake of his life. And he will be held accountable for it. You believe me. It will. He will. It is. But in no way, shape, or form is it okay. If you live in Texas and you're making those statements, shame on you. Absolutely shame on you. You're not a true Texan. I don't care if you were born and raised here. If you're making those comments, you're not a true Texan. Let me tell you a little something. I've been in Texas about 13 years. This is my second time here. This time, I'm a transplant from California. I've been a homeowner in West Texas almost 14 years. 13 years, 14 years. I am now a Texan. Even if I wasn't, but I am. I would never wish this upon anybody. I don't care who votes for who. It happened. Trump is in office. Is it the biggest mistake the United States has ever made? Yes, absolutely. He has single-handedly destroyed our country. He has single-handedly destroyed all of those lives from San Angelo to San Antonio. Right now, that doesn't matter. What matters right now is the lives that were lost, the communities that are devastated and destroyed, and the people and the bodies that are still missing. Don't for 1 minute ever forget them. Not for 1 second. Every single person that was involved in those floods deserves that respect. And you are disrespecting them every time you say it's because they voted for Trump. No. No. Absolutely not. The person that's responsible for it is Trump. Not the people that voted for him. The Democrats have made so many mistakes. God, you brought Joe Biden in, and you're going to tell me he was any better? No, they're both horrible. They never either should have been candidates, and they never should have been in presidency. And before anybody says, oh, you're Republican, I'm sick of people telling me what I am. Let me tell you what I am. I'm a humanitarian. I'm for the people. I will never vote somebody in office because I'm grown. I know how to love my neighbor. I'm a strong woman. I suffer from pain every single day, but I still get shit done. I advocate for myself, and I'll advocate for anybody else. And now I have to yell at you and advocate for every flood victim, and I didn't know a single one of them. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm a mother. So I feel like every one of my children that died in that flood was mine. My heart is being ripped out over this. For every child that survived that no longer has a parent, my heart rips out for them. And every single parent that their child was found, and now they have to lay them to rest and go on their life without them, which is going to be the hardest thing they ever do. I could never imagine losing my children. I'm a mother of 5. My heart is bleeding for them. My sleep has been so messed up because I think about this constantly. I told my husband last night, these mothers and fathers that lost their children, that I wish I could take their pain. I told my husband I wish I was at that campground because I would have watched that water and I would have seen the signs and I would have tried to get those babies to safety before this happened. But it is never okay to say someone, especially a child, an innocent baby, lost its life because of who its parents voted for. That is the cruelest thing you can say to somebody. These parents' lives are forever destroyed. They don't need to see those kind of comments. They're already going to have to bury their children, and some of their children may never be found. Live with that. You live with that. You live with the pain and torture that these families are going through. Because there's a real special place for people like you, especially ones that talk about babies deserving that. And it's called hell. And you can't go there fast enough speaking that way. Don't you ever. Let's love every single one of them. Let's lift them up. Because they're as far down as they can fucking go. They've lost their loved ones. They've lost their babies. How dare you be such a cruel, ignorant fucking human being? They deserve to be here, not you.